you are new, then I'm Swastika. So as by the title you have already guessed on today's video, yes, I'm going to recommend some good movies. So when I first uploaded my first YouTube video, it was on recommendations. So at that time my friends were like, okay, now it's turn of movie recommendations or animes recommendations. So I was thinking about doing this movie recommendations since then, and I finally got the chance today. So I'm going to suggest the old movies, not the recent ones. Okay, they are quite old, yes. So I'm so excited to share my favorite movies with you guys. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. Okay, so the first movie that I'm going to talk about is The Shape of Water. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this movie, but whenever my friends ask me to suggest them some good movies, then I always say The Shape of Water. So it's a movie of pure love. There's this girl who is mute, and she works as a cleaner. So one day in her workplace, she gets to meet this different and beautiful water creature, and she get along with that creature, and they fall in love. So it's simply a movie about the love story between a human being and a water creature. So it's a very beautiful movie. It teaches us that love does not have to be perfect and can happen with anyone and anything. So it also teaches that love has no shape, no size. So yeah, it's a very beautiful movie, and it's a movie you have to watch. So watch this movie. It's really, really, really beautiful. The second movie that I'm going to talk about is The Green Mile. Okay, so I watched this movie a few days before my exam. At that time I was all stressed out because of all the preparation, and I asked my brother to suggest me a good movie so that I can relax for a few hours, and then he suggested me The Green Mile, and this movie turned out to be really beautiful. So in this movie, there is this character, Tom Hanks. He is a prison guard, a death row prison guard. You know how the inmates come and they wait in the prison and then they are executed. So one day, a huge inmate, a man with a huge body, he comes into the prison, and all the prison guards are like, oh my god, he must have committed a great crime. Because I also thought that when I saw his huge body, I thought that, oh my god, he must have committed a great crime. But no, it turns out that the man is so sweet, so gentle, he has a beautiful heart, and he has a supernatural power. So this movie is really, really beautiful, and it's a movie you have to watch. So watch this movie, guys. Yay! So the third movie that I'm going to talk about is A Beautiful Mind. What should I say about this movie? It's a really, really, really good movie. So it's a biographical movie. Here's this character, John Nash. He's a genius mathematician. He has a very close roommate, and he marries a beautiful woman. And in the movie it shows that he works to crack the code for this pentagon. And there comes this turning point where this John Nash has an illness, and the things which are shown in the movie, some things which are shown in the movie do not actually happen in the real life, but it happens only in the mind of this John Nash. So it's a really good movie. It's a movie that you have to watch. It's awesome. You have to watch this movie. Yes, you have to. No. So the fourth movie that I'm going to talk about is A Scent of a Woman. When I first heard the name of this movie, I was like, okay, so this movie is about women and their smell. But no, this movie is not all about women. So in this movie, there is this boy who was born in a poor family, and he studies in a school in a scholarship. So he do not get to go home because he has no money for the flight, so he cannot get to go home in Thanksgiving. So he works to look after this blind man so that he can have some money to go home in Christmas. So the job he had taken is not what he had expected it to be. So the blind man, he turns out to be a retired colonel, and then the boy, he travels a different journey. Yes, so it's a very beautiful movie. It's a movie that we all must watch. So yeah, it's a really, really, really nice movie. It's like awesome movie. Okay, so the next movie is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So it's a really nice movie. It's beautiful, it's different, and it's funny. I laughed a lot watching this movie. So, in this movie, there's this character, Mick Murphy, who is transferred from a prison to a mental institution, and he brings all excitement in that mental institution. And there's also this rude nurse, not rude, but kind of frightening nurse. I didn't like her throughout the movie. I really hated the character, the nurse character. But apart from that, this movie teaches us so many things. You know, what I learned is like we all human beings are played by our own emotions and thoughts, and you know, the change is required. We have to change emotionally and mentally, you know. So there's so much to learn from this movie, and it's really beautiful movie. Really, really beautiful movie. So the next movie is Inception. Inception, yes. So Leonardo, oh my God, most of us know him, right? I kind of find him really handsome. So you know, I think most of you have watched this movie, but those who haven't, like you have to watch this movie. Like right after this video, watch this movie. So you know, I want to talk a lot about this movie, but the title, the name of the movie itself says a lot. So you know, I say that watch this movie right after this video, explore this movie. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's really nice. Yes. So the next movie that I'm going to talk about is The Pursuit of Happiness. So it's a really beautiful movie. So this movie is about a single father who loves his son a lot, and it's simply the struggle of a single father, from being homeless to being a successful businessman. So you know, even in that struggle, the way he took care of his son was really, really inspiring in this movie. So you know, this movie is emotional. I cried, yes, and even this movie is so funny. I laughed a lot. The father, he runs a lot, and every time he ran, I laughed, and every time his son ran after him, even then I laughed. So this is a really beautiful movie, and this movie teaches us so many things. There is so much to learn from this movie. So yeah, it's a beautiful movie. It's a really awesome movie. Yes. Okay. So the next movie is a little romantic, a little comedy. It's American Beauty. So this movie is about this adult man who is over 40, I guess. Yes. So you know, due to his growing age, he reaches at the stage where he lacks self-confidence, and his identity kind of gets transformed, and he has no motive for living. Like, to make it a little fancy, I say that his body was living, but his soul was already dead. Kind of like that, yes. So you know, all of those, his crisis, like it like disappears when he gets attracted, kind of infatuated to his daughter's friend. So you know, this movie has a lot more like insecurity of a young lady, and the idea of beauty and the feeling of being ordinary. So you know, it's a movie that you have to watch. Like you say na, हेर्नै पर्ने movie भन्छ नि. So similarly like that, okay, it's a हेर्नै पर्ने movie. So it's beautiful, and yes, हेर्नै पर्ने movie. Yes, okay. So the next movie that I'm going to talk about is Forrest Gump. So you know, I learned so many things from this movie, I'll tell you that. But about this movie, it's a movie of Tom Hanks. I loved Tom Hanks from the Green Mile. I watched Green Mile before I watched Forrest Gump. So the Forrest Gump, he is the lead character, weird character. So the movie takes us through the life journey of Forrest Gump, how he's an ordinary man who takes whatever life throws at him, and his accomplishments are commendable. So you know, what we can learn from this movie is that life is too short to complain, to not try new things, and how something you thought so small can inspire so much people in so many ways. So it's a beautiful movie, and it's a movie you have to watch. This movie teaches a lot of things, and it's really, really, really nice movie. Okay, so the last movie that I'm going to talk about is Interstellar. It's a mind-blowing movie. So if you want to watch something that blows your mind, then watch this movie. This is a science fiction movie. This movie is about some astronauts who travel through wormhole in search of a planet where human can survive in another galaxy. So this movie, I had to use my mind a lot, so that is why I said it's a mind-blowing movie. So if you want to watch a movie where you want to use your mind, then watch this movie. It's really good. It's really awesome movie. Really, really, really nice movie. Yay! Okay, guys, so those were 10 movies from my favorite list. I really enjoyed sharing my views with you all, and if you want part 2 of movie recommendations, then you tell me in the comments below. I'll try making the part 2 really soon. And other than that, watch this movie slowly. Even if you have exams, then it's okay not to watch one movie to take a break of 2 or 3 hours. It's okay. So yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.